everyone! Yes, I am back with the proper camera and the lights, making a proper video. I know, it's been 1,000 years. Now, I am a very tactile person. You might remember, if you've been watching this channel a while, that when I made a video on love languages way back, I said that my top 2 were definitely physical affection and words of affirmation, which I guess is just another way of saying I'm exceptionally needy. Love me! I like to greet people with a hug, and I find an arm around my shoulder when I'm a bit stressed or sad really reassuring. In fact, I am so touchy-feely that I even sleep cuddling a cushion. Yes, I'm that tragic. But I do appreciate that not everybody is as tactile as I am, whereas for me, a hug makes me feel safe and reassured and shows me that I have a bond with somebody. For someone else, that level of touchy-feeliness might be their idea of a very bad time. Get the hell away from me! There are 100 reasons why somebody might not necessarily want to be tactile, and quite frankly, unless they choose to tell me what their particular reasons are, it's none of my business. It is, however, my job to judge a situation and make sure that I never put someone in a position where they feel uncomfortable. I.e., I never want to force my touchy-feely ways onto somebody who would much prefer that I showed my affection for them in literally any other way. Now, how I judge that situation is up to me, whether I actually ask a person whether they're okay with me giving them a hug or standing close to them, or whether I just judge their body language and can make that choice. But either way, however I do it, I have to know whether that person wants me to be tactile or not. Because whilst it's fine for me to be a touchy-feely person, it is definitely not fine for me or anybody else who happens to be tactile to force that on someone else. Which leads me to a kind of interesting point, because I am a very tactile person. I'm all about the hand holding and the sitting close and snuggling up and greeting everyone with hugs, but I do have a limit, because I may be touchy-feely, but I do not want to be touched or felt by just anyone. Ew. I love to greet my family members or my close friends with a big hug when I see them. That does not mean I want a total stranger to try and greet me that way.
Get the hell away from me!
When you're a tactile person, physical contact can be really comforting and reassuring. We crave it. We want somebody to be physically close to us. But when someone I don't know or someone I don't feel comfortable around tries to pressurize that level of physical contact onto me, I am very displeased.
Get the hell away from me!
This is something I wanted to make a video about because it's something I've been having quite a few conversations about recently, especially since the end of the World Cup, and I admit by the time this video goes out that was 9,000 years ago. But, you know, what happened with the Spanish team when they won the World Cup, and yet the president of the Spanish FA just decided to plant a big kiss on one of the players without her consent. Don't comment below if you think that's fine, because it wasn't, and I don't have the energy to tell you how wrong you are. That caused this whole some people are just tactile thing to come into focus, and as someone who is massively tactile, I get really cross when I hear people say, oh, some people are just really tactile, that's just how they show their happiness or their affection for people. Yeah, people they're close to and who they know consent. I'm a very tactile person, and like I said, I would not dream of doing it to somebody who did not like that. I've got friends who are particularly untactile, and I know to greet them with a big wave and a smile instead. Because at the end of the day, it's all about boundaries, knowing where your boundary is and trying to recognize or literally asking where other people's boundaries are, so you never do something that is intended as a nice positive gesture but comes across as just downright creepy.
Get the hell away from me!
So yeah, if you take anything from this video, please just take away the fact that it is fine to be tactile, but please respect boundaries. Are you a touchy-feely person, or are you one of those people who is like, nope? Let me know in the comments. Now, I'm very excited at the moment because next week Leslie and I are going away for just a few days on holiday, which we desperately need because we've both been extremely busy lately and massively stressed for one reason or another. So we are going to have 4 or 5 days away in just a different part of the country that we've not explored, and it's going to be really nice and fun and hopefully very chill, and of course I will be vlogging that, so look forward to that video. But in the meantime, if you enjoyed this one, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. You can click on my floaty head up here if you'd like to subscribe, and last week's video is over there. I'm going to go plan some things to do on my holiday, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.